All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another bit of games here for Sharif and friends. Let me see here. We've been doing pretty good, and that's good because like I've been on. I don't remember if I personally have been on a bit of a slide. I don't think I have. I don't remember if the Trailblazers game was one that I did or not, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Do we still have Skull? I think we do. Let me see. Do we change much here? I mean, we still got Duncan's out right now. Broken arm, 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, we got. Let's see, Davis, Miller, Tinsley. Yeah, so we're still kind of working on some of that, and Michael Jordan's out now too with a broken finger. But we're kind of working on the team right now, and I think we're doing pretty okay. We're just getting to a rough part of January here before we eventually get to the break, the All-Star break. We got some. I don't know if we'll play the Denver game. We'll see. We might not have too many more games before All-Star break comes, but we do have a Cleveland game, and we will have the ever-dominant Washington. Now, it says 17-22, but they are a 96 overall, so I'm assuming they've maybe had some injury issues. And then we'll have to deal with Detroit and Utah. So we've got some games in front of us here, so we'll see what happens as we step into here with Cleveland. Let's see. Can I get what can I get here? Old Cavs. Yeah, we'll see if that ends up working out.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA.
Knowing how this goes, it'll probably end up crashing on me.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr.
Uh-oh, we got logo problems. Oh, no. Cleveland's going to... Okay, well, it's not... It's doing okay for whatever it's doing. I think, though, it was a problem when... was it a problem when we got to the halftime? I don't know why it's having those issues. They still haven't quite gotten that all taken care of.
With that road trip behind him, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. And this game, the first
damn.
Orlando. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
Remember, they lost to these guys in the conference finals last season. That was a tough one for them to swallow. So there's going to be some bitterness here tonight.
Did we lose to them in that?
Is it to come up against the team that sent you packing in the playoffs a season ago?
You know what, Kevin? It's been a long time.
I don't remember who we lost to. Did we lose to the Cavs? I feel like we were going to lose to any team last year. It would have been like Washington, of course, but I don't remember.
No good. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers.
Damn it. Damn it.
But still came away with the win. They obviously had to pick up the slack in a lot of areas, and they did it.
Yeah, and Steve, I think that says an awful lot about them as a team when they're able to win despite shooting that ball.
Best to best. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Kirilenko, and there's
Damn
the
it.
ball by the official. They'll count the basket here.
I gotta start doing something against Kirilenko. I don't need him. I don't need him going off like this.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Good.
There you go.
Goes to Hardaway. He has 5.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially.
I don't know what it is, but the basket itself, the rim especially, feels much redder than it usually is. Ugh.
Yes, it is, and so they will
Every time.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Davis kicks to Hardaway. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Scola.
There you go. There you go.
Good job of
Nice little touch.
teammate near the
I should have, when I basically lost him, I should have just did a mid-range jumper. That probably would have worked too.
The American Airlines Arena.
I'll just, I'll just count my lucky stars that managed to work anyway.
Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
Now here is Kirilenko. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he was just lurking defensively in that game, Kevin. 4 steals during that ballgame.
Block it 2. No good from Best.
Hey, we're getting some rebounds here, too. That's nice. It's a long 2, but whatever.
Wide right. It's off the rim.
Come on, man. I gave you a long 2. Like, you should have had that at least. How are we letting Andre Kirilenko beat us right now?
On the wing, Davis. Back to Hardaway. And
How did that pass to Scola? I don't think he was passing to Scola. That might be the problem.
lots of room.
Ugh.
Good from Best.
It's fine. It's fine.
Basketball just over 2.5 minutes play. He kicks it to Hardaway. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free
We'll get
throws
this.
for the
We'll get
contact
this.
right there. The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 7.
There you go. There you go. Very nice.
Numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But
Feels weird that we are so late into the like tomorrow's Friday.
Here is
I don't know why it feels. I don't know why it feels like the there's still more of the week. I guess I shouldn't work. I mean, I guess I do have to do a. Well, I don't have to, but I volunteered for a day, working my day off. So,
Here's Brown. That drive
hey, Kwame coming in.
He's got his first 2 points.
Oh, I hope he becomes like a spark plug off the bench. That would be fantastic.
It's gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think
Uh-huh,
both teams feel
uh-huh.
they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Now here's Scott.
Happy affiliate anniversary. Is it?
Richardson covering. Davis dishes to Brown.
Damn it.
Contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, defense is a big
Is there something on my profile that says that? I guess
this season.
it's weird. I guess the odd thing is that for using Twitch, I don't really hardly ever log in.
Have helped down low, but so often
Ah.
we've seen him come flying out of nowhere to block a shot.
Bet you that's one of those things. If I opened it up in a new tab, it would say something.
At the last minute, he's got a really good sense of timing as to when to leave his guy to get to the guy with the ball.
TwitchCon
The
recap.
Magic
Don't
making a
really
switch here.
care.
Enders checked in.
Amazon Prime. I'd have to look. Hang on.
And Brown drops them
I'm not
both.
gonna let Kwame not get his points here.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Person.
Little purple hat next to your name. Oh, okay.
Searching for his first points of the game.
That looked awkward. How couldn't we not get that?
Now the feed to Kirilenko. The dish now to Okur.
I'm just surprised that at some point I did actually manage to get over 1,000 people who decided to follow my stream.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2
That was something I wasn't ever 100% sure I'd ever actually get to that point.
This is how they stack up.
I'm not exactly helping my case by streaming once, maybe twice a week.
And they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to
And then just having not a ton of, I mean, I have like 4 games
Really jumps out.
that I play, but
Talk about all
never
the
very
stats,
consistently.
the assists. And this is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball. They're moving. They're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
That Who Killed WCW doc is so funny because a bunch of dudes in their 50s and 60s going, everyone was guilty but me. And the guy who was super guilty going, I don't know what happened. Then Bret Hart comes in and like, you're all fucking idiots. I feel like the whole Who Killed WCW thing's been done quite a while though. Like I don't know what else there is to talk about at this point other than we're just regurgitating stuff that a lot of these dudes have said on podcasts. Are we gonna like find new shit? There was a whole Brian Alvarez wrote a whole book about it. Like, there's been shit.
Yeah, and they know how tough a task it's going to be to take on this defense. They've got to
Who killed WCW? It's a little sprinkle of a lot of shit.
Counter report. You face a team
Little sprinkle of a lot of shit.
thinking about how we need to attack it. And then
Mismanagement from guys. Oh my God, Kwame pulling off the LeBron.
Magic on the break. Left side, Brown.
Oh,
Here's Bender. The shot
there we
from
go.
Brown making the play.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
change. How many of these are we going to have?
Yeah, it's always been pretty simple. Bischoff and his mismanagement and needing to have his toys, needing to have his specific guys. A little bit of Russo when Russo was in.
Is going to be the call.
A little bit of a lot of the other big guys who were
but not quite.
wanting
Once it's on the way down.
big, the top guys who wanted their guaranteed contracts and all the other crap written in that kept things from happening.
Point range here in the first quarter. To the inside.
Ah.
By Salmons. Now Cleveland moving it up. Trips down the breakaway.
And then ultimately Time Warner themselves
At the hustle stance for the
for taking the thing off the air and deciding they didn't want it on the air anymore. I am just having
And they're getting
one
out of
tough time
transitions
right
and
now.
finding some easy points on the fast
It's
break.
fine. We'll figure ourselves out. I swear we'll figure ourselves out.
But no scoring yet from him. Here's Nalen. And
Oh my God.
foul on the shot. The bucket's
Oh, and it's a former Magic guy too. It's one of our former guys too.
making a change here.
I don't remember when we
Attempt of the game here.
That was a good rebound right
I don't remember when we got rid of Nalen, traded away Nalen, but yeah.
Got to meet the energy.
Oh, come on, that was an A+, man.
To battle on the boards.
Now Salmons.
Yeah, it's like I feel like there was an entire podcast about freaking
That's a shot people make.
the Monday Night Wars and the 83 weeks. Like Bischoff has had his own thing, Bruce Pritchard's had his own thing. Everyone's done their own shit on this. I don't know if I need to see a Vice series about WCW. You know, it'd be more interesting. And while I know it's also fairly straightforward, I feel like the inner workings of some of the ECW guys, I feel like we've heard some bits and pieces from people, but I feel like that would almost be a bit more. Because I know they've done documentaries, but I don't know how many documentaries they've done about like the literal end days of ECW and all the money that was missing to people.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the mid-season surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Look at Orlando.
Happy Philly anniversary! Thank you. Oh, come on! There you go. Corver's got it that time.
And of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Made an entire video on the history of ECW. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it hasn't at least been done to death as much as WCW's death has, though.
Clark, as one of the favorites for the NBA title this season. I mean, there's no
Like I could feel like you could at least talk, because I know Heyman's talked a little bit about sometimes the 30-minute afternoon shows that they wanted to do that before it eventually died, and
they're exploiting them.
you know, I'd love to kind of know like what was going on with all that, with like the 30-minute, I forget exactly what spot shows or whatever they were calling it,
Tightly contested as you could hope for.
that they wanted to put out.
Ferociously competitive.
I'd love to hear from like old, you know what? I'd love to hear from Vice could probably get old TNN execs. I want to know about old TNN execs talking about how much better for their brand Roller Jam and Rock and Bowl was.
Cavaliers lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of
Despite the fact that Roller Jam was basically WWE on a roller track. If they want to do wrestling content, I want to know that. I want them to start digging into that.
Road for a duel with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's East and West. Make sure to catch it.
I think it's the first time it actually might be semi close with their sizes, because I think Karolinko's I don't know if he's a full on.
the second quarter of play. And
I
from
don't know if he's a full on
what do you guys
center or not, but I think he's one of the taller guys.
Really got out and ran the lanes.
Jesus Christ, Scola.
Easy buckets then through fast breaks.
On the court for Orlando.
All right. Penny was there to play some defense. It didn't matter too much, but it's something.
By 4.
Quick ISO. Let's give Penny the bit. Up.
Played well against Portland in his last outing. Korver kicks to Hardaway. Left side Hardaway. The Magic need to get a shot off here.
Just do it. Damn it.
Off target. Had some space there.
Why is there no Cavs logo? Because I suck at modding this game.
And 2 free throws.
Because I'm highly, highly amateur at modding this game, and for some reason, whatever I did, when I put the Cavs logo in this specific instance, broke.
Move once he gets those feet planted and anchored.
So, and I've also been too lazy to really like look into it. Anytime I've had like free time, I've never thought about looking into like my busted logo sometimes. And that's the thing, is I just have to probably redo the logo. It probably wouldn't be too much work because I have a pretty decent idea on exactly how to do it. I just have to redo it.
What makes him one of the best free throw
But I always forget because this ends up going to the pile of stuff that I forget about
Back to Hardaway.
until it's time to play it.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot.
All right.
It's gonna be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't
Which
give
had
them an easy
power-ups for
shoot.
bits.
No easy
Interesting.
buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Not sure what that does,
Second quarter of basketball about 1
but
minute
interesting nonetheless. Up.
Best. He's guarded by Davis. Kirilenko backing down.
You know, I guess I wasn't too surprised how empty the
Kirilenko's got 8.
the building, the arena in Des Moines here feels when it's only like 3,000 people.
Working on Williams. The jump hook.
Hey, there you go.
Scola.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of
That's
those
why if you go to a
chances
stream
to
as
the
affiliate, you don't see the bits logo next to the channel points. Interesting.
The pass to Campbell.
I mean, I guess they probably did a good job of filling it up, but yeah, it was interesting just how much. I feel like they even had to tarp off more than they usually do. Like it was. I knew it was going to be the subject of a lot of people taking pictures and taunting. What show was it? AEW last night.
So he earns a trip to the line of
Dynamite and AEW Dynamite was in Des Moines last night.
Picks one up. The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, I don't think they had a ton of ticket sales because I was surprised by the ticket sales that they had
First free throw is good.
in like some of the other sections in the lower bowl.
100% free throws
But
for the quarter. That'll do it.
Scotty's just
yeah, they moved.
Orlando.
It didn't look like they had a ton of people, and so they moved them like behind the camera and then just tarped it.
Magic trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Scola backing down. Out to Hardaway.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's Scott on the wing. Pass to Davis. For 3.
Oh, damn it!
Misses. And Cleveland
I'm surprised you didn't go. It was in Iowa and Mina was there. No, she wasn't. I was there. I totally forgot to take pictures, but I was there. That's why I would have probably streamed last night, but I did not because I was at the show and then was gonna hang out with a friend.
Back to Davis.
In fact,
Cleveland takes
in fact, one of my friends, one of my personal friends that I hang out with on Discord on the weekends, he was interested in going, and as it turns out, the one
Glass guy's physical, smart.
week that we go and we're at the show is the one week that Mina was not there, and he was like, and it was especially heartbreaking when they said that she was going to be there next week. It's like she literally wrestled last week and then she's going to be there next week. They just didn't bring her here. This sucks.
Richardson. Offensive rebound. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll
Instead, we got Shota.
For Cleveland, they have had 7
We got Shota Umino on Rampage. Well, we also got Pac coming back, but... Oh, yeah, spoilers. I bet you there's probably spoilers out there already for that.
and he makes the first.
What's wrong with Shota? Nothing's wrong with Shota. Shota was fine. It was neat seeing him.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
It would have been nicer for Mina, but, you know.
Wing Brown. Richardson covering.
I was surprised at the fact that he ended up getting a bit of a chant, too.
From 11 feet away.
Is that not a foul?
By Cleveland.
That was a lot of contact.
That one, you hate to miss that shot.
Williams, a screen on Miller. There's a screen by Williams.
That's the
God
reason
damn
he
it.
runs by staying out there as he picks up his third.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And Cleveland making a change here. For Cleveland, they have shot 67%.
All right, we are struggling. We are struggling hard.
Shooting about 75% on the year.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge
There we go.
but an upgrade nonetheless.
You hear about Marigold? What, working with WWE?
That's big time.
And the EO Sky thing,
At the free throw
I would assume is what you're talking about. Yeah, I haven't seen it because we haven't watched it in our Discord stuff because it was late at night. But yeah,
And that's collected by Davis. Abdur Rahim, defended by Taylor.
oh shit, that could have been Reggie right there.
To Brown. The jump hook, and
All right, well we still got the points, so
Brown's got 9 points.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Outside Kirilenko from the arc. That is good.
mm.
And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple.
Oh god damn it! Why did he grab it? I think the Cavs guy kicked it,
The Magic are doing in the NBA
so that
rankings right now.
would have been out on him.
Shooting percentage. First in three-point
Son of a bitch.
And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the
Happy for her,
basketball.
Tommy. Yeah, she seemed very excited about that.
Stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good
I'm
shots.
interested to see how they're gonna slot in Ria Mori
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Kirilenko.
because she's one of the few that doesn't slot into I guess she's kind of one of their first real big pickups that
Very valuable to his team.
that wasn't part of the originals or the actress girls for when they started or a freelancer or a
Checked in.
gaijin.
And good on the
But-
second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do with her.
By 9.
I saw there was there were people talking about Stardom where they're like, "Oh my god, is there not going to be bikinings anymore because of this Ring Plus thing?"
He feeds it to Taylor.
And they're like, well, you might have to actually pay attention to Marigold if you want your
Gain possession.
bikinings.
Schedule for the Orlando Magic. They get
Maybe
to
a
check
start
out
to
the
a dark
Bulls as
beginning.
well.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
Middle game of this 3-game trip.
it's notoriously difficult to deal with. Like,
Davis, the pass to Scott.
I don't know. Like, I heard like all Japan people were very annoyed by. Well, I heard they were okay somewhat with the NXT stuff, but slightly annoyed, and they've been always consistently slightly annoyed with the actress girl stuff.
Finish in traffic. And the Cavaliers
I wonder if you heard GameStop has exclusive release to special football in addition with a football. I haven't heard about that.
all told.
I don't know what I want to do with that in particular because the college football game does look pretty good. I might have to buy it for the first year.
13 points.
I might have to just kind of bite the bullet on that. I guess not bite the bullet because obviously I probably want to play it, but I might just buy it for the first year. I don't know if I'll buy it for like subsequent years because, this year they're absolutely putting their best foot forward. It's just there's a lot of things where it was like, oh man, it kind of Obviously with the licensed players and stuff like that, you can't really do a lot of like rating. You can't do any ratings changes. I think for any guys in the game, you can't change a lot of the names for people who are on the rosters, and it's like a lot of that customization seems to be they've seemed to kind of cut that off because of the NIL stuff, which they're like, hey, the only reason we're really able to do this game is because of the NIL stuff. So, and it's like, all right, it's one of those things that made me consider. It's like maybe I should really start learning, because it looks like it's not the hardest thing in the world. I was like, maybe I should start learning like NCAA football 14 modding, because that might be something to. Wow, Kirilenko really just bites on every single one of those, doesn't he? It's been doing pretty. We've been doing pretty good on that.
Shooting the ball so far, he can bring them right back into this.
Back to Kirilenko. And that's out of
All right, I was like, I think Davis got in the middle of that. I was gonna be
Play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably
not thrilled.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why
Oh,
he
one
pulled out
second.
for it and got a hand on it.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Okur, the pass to Person. He dishes it to Salmons.
Okay, had to walk away from the desk for a second. Looks like I didn't miss much.
He got an
Ah.
advantage there off the pick and took
So
it
you're
back.
no fan of college football revamped? I have. I mean, that's one of the things I would mean, where do some college football revamp stuff.
many points as they've gotten in the paint. They really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
And that
Use the stuff that they've already put in the game with that.
they're up by 7. And coming up after the break, it'll be
Sounds like EA took people who have been like working on that to help with
Now,
college football 25. All right, let's zip past this, because I want to see if it broke the.
report.
It might have broke the. This is, usually after halftime is when it breaks the scoreboard stuff.
all right, the second
Yep, there it is.
moment.
Really an extraordinary.
Man, this sucks because we're down by 7, and now it did break. I hate this. But we haven't been doing great, and obviously at this point we're not going to be.
For Andre Kirilenko. He has 18 points, and he's chalked up
I don't think it's going to come
one
back
as well.
the way I would
A
hope.
lot of times, he's one of those players who can get high
Yep,
and stay
it's
high from the
donezo.
three-point line. So I look for him to continue.
Yep. I need to figure that out, or just drop a new scoreboard in that doesn't rely on logos. That'd be the next thing. Just drop a scoreboard in that doesn't rely on logos. I'm pretty sure I have some of that. Do I still have some of that? Oh my god. I don't remember what I still have sitting around here. That might be a whole thing. See, I don't know all the scoreboards that I have anymore. I used to have a lot more. I hope I didn't just get rid of all them somewhere. That would suck. I have a bunch of scoreboards. Yeah, it's just so many of them kind of rely on logos, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Let me see. NBA Center Court. I can kind of see what the NBA Center Court one looks like. Hang on. I might do this live. I'll do this live, see what happens. Let me save this real quick. I don't think it'll be a problem for our next game, because I think our next game has the logos working properly for Washington, but let's take a look real quick. Give me just a moment here. There, replace it. All right. I've pretty much had the ability to drag and drop a lot of that crap, so it should be okay. and in the old 90s NBC scoreboard. I would really appreciate the there's some stuff in here that it's like, man, I would really appreciate if I was able to get like the Root Sports scoreboard is quite good. Bally ones wouldn't work out very well. Yeah, I got a bunch of them. Usually like newer ones. I could do like older TNT ones though too. All right, let's see how. Do I have I have to have a TNT one sitting in here, right? No, do I not have that? Nah, I had to have at least done that one too, right? The fuck. All right, I think center court one is at least what? But I saved it. I didn't even see if we won or lost either. I didn't even pay attention because I was busy with the scoreboard stuff. We saved though, right? Am I stupid? Did I hit the right one? I had to have hit the right one. Whatever, man. I'm not okay. We got our asses kicked. We were getting our asses kicked anyway, so I deserve that. I deserve that whole loss. All right, let's see how this one goes. It'd probably be better if I was better at give him a Bobcats logo, bullets. Washington, give him the Wizards stuff. Yeah, we'll give him the Wizards stuff. God damn, why are we so shit now? Did we end up losing somebody to injuries? Or is it just because it's just because we've lost Michael Jordan and Tim Duncan is now we're really shit. I guess we're not shit. We're still a top 10 team. And we've got one of the best come on, where is it? Where are you? You got one of the best records in the league.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Friday night in the NBA. It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off against the Washington.
All right, let's see if this doesn't. All right. This one didn't seem to matter too much because the logos were already existing. Random jerseys for the Wizards. I mean, it's a lot of jerseys that are already sitting in the folder, and I just made sure that the ones that I needed were in there without taking the old ones out. There's a lot of finagling with the. That's much larger than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a little bit smaller, but I'm not opposed to it. But yeah, there was it was
No matter who he's matched up with, he consistently takes away their number one strength.
Yeah, I've done a lot of just kind of putting stuff on top of other stuff and then not deleting or moving stuff out. Also for fear that I'm going to break something. So when I was moving teams around, I would at least make sure that it had the jerseys that I needed them to have.
Or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
And he sinks the second. On defense, Washington. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
You know, on an ordinary night, I think
what? Oh my God!
In that game. That's how well they played, but they just happened to.
I don't like that little pixel line that they have.
And Steve, I think they get the win if that game had been at home instead of on the road.
Oh. All right, let's see if Pfizer's got this. There you go. There you go.
The whistle blows, a three-point play chance. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of
That Olay defense, also known as the Luka in the finals special.
He dishes it to Billups. He kicks to Stevenson. The three. Shot is off.
There you go. There you go. My God, we got it. We fought for a rebound and got it.
Here's Abdul Rahim. Out to
Hey.
Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
I wish in this game they actually did have the
The shot is off.
I think the timeouts don't work. The timeouts, like, lines never go down. I wish that did happen in this game.
In that game, maybe it was being on the road, maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason.
Okay, we got it.
But clearly the misses from the strike.
8-0 run. Oh, yeah, they did get that single free throw, and then we have just turned it on ever since.
Good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Fades back. The Wizards with another miss.
Good percentage shot, though. That's
I was also looking at tickets this weekend for NASCAR, and that is way too expensive. Unless I wanted to go to ARCA tomorrow, if I decided to, like, I wanted to get, unless I decided I was going to get off work early tomorrow
see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty
and then go to ARCA,
good call by the official.
For Orlando, they have shot just one.
because a lot of those tickets there are like $1.
Well, impressive free throw shooting
At
as a
NBA
team
TV
this
give up
season.
airing
Right
live
around
games.
that
Probably
70%
worth more money to sell it to
Guys, their
other
free throw
networks.
shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And Washington making
I mean, I could always change the NBA TV center court logo.
ball here. The
I could always keep this and change it to something else.
spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what'd you find out?
Job one for them tonight, Kevin, getting back quickly on the defensive end of the floor. The real challenge when facing this team is limiting their transition points, and that, in no uncertain terms, is
I think it's like the NFL, where the NFL's been, or actually MLB, I think, has been worse about giving all sorts of different contracts to people like Apple and Amazon and all that. But NFL's been
And Scola with the block.
rough with that too when it comes to contracts for games.
That's a shot
Didn't
he's got
Shaq
to
and a
hit.
fool
You
get
don't get
canceled?
many
Probably
better looks from that range.
because of the lack of TNT.
Now, they've done a great job
I think, yeah,
of
they
getting into the middle of the
TNT
defense and scoring in the paint.
didn't get they lost the NBA to NBC of all people. I'll be interested to see what an NBC. I wonder if they're going to try to do some new scoreboard that doesn't quite look like
And here's Stevenson for 3. Nesterovic.
the NFL ones. Who knows?
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot. On a
See, now I'm going to be super. Ah,
And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Robinson. The
damn it!
finish at the
I mean, we're still doing pretty good.
Robinson's got his first point.
I'm gonna give all the credit to the.
He knows how to finish with some.
I'm gonna give all the credit to the scoreboard. Damn it!
An even 3-on-3 break. And Stevenson kicks to Billups. He passes to Robinson.
We changed that scoreboard, and this is what happens.
Stevenson launches a 3. They get it.
Oh, come on, Sharif. Come on, Luis.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to
Ah, they keep getting hands on it. They keep. I mean, we've been on such a roll, and now we're gonna take a quickie timeout here. We need to take a breather. We've been letting them kind of get right back into this. I don't need that.
really been impressive.
We just needed a breather.
Turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Ah, goddamn.
You know, even though
Yeah, we've had a lot. We've already had more turnovers than I'm comfortable with right now.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage.
NBC reuses Olympics graphics with NBA. Oh yeah, that's right. They're probably getting stuff ready for the Olympics. So yeah, they're probably going to be testing that out.
Stevenson dishes to Weber.
Nope.
And Washington
Okay.
with the bucket.
And they're
Fucking
making
hell.
this a game here, putting together a nice run.
making it a game, how about anybody's game? I mean,
Jesus, we cannot buy a bucket now. We cannot buy a freaking basket. Kwame, save us.
Miller's check
All right.
Hardaway.
They're trying. They're trying hard, man.
On defense, the Wizards.
Save us, Kwame.
Taking down his Brown.
Save us, Kwame.
Puts it up from 7.
Come on, Sharif.
And the layup
Ugh.
goes in.
guys, he's actually in
Yeah, round ball rock returns. I can imagine they will probably want to get that. Who knows? I'd hope so. I think like there's a lot of people who would hope that that they decide to license that again.
Back to Robinson. 6 to shoot. And the bucket.
God damn, we cannot fucking stop them right now. We can barely buy a basket ourselves, and then they can't stop making them.
Just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And something else he has is an array of moves in the paint. You can make a training video for young players to
AW runs around. I mean, I know they've bought it. I don't know exactly when Tony Khan says he bought it outright. I don't know exactly what because he hasn't used it, I think, a bunch, as far as I know. Jesus. Come on, guys. Get your fucking shit together. They've been on like a 14-2 run. I was gonna say, like, I think he only used it once. It was like, yeah, I own this now. It's like, is it true that I have no clue. I have not bought it or played 2K24. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Can you imagine how dangerous he'd be underneath the boards?
Here's Wagner, and that's good. Robinson.
Oh, it's true that it's. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
They've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance.
Okay. Get in there. Get in there.
Out to the perimeter.
Here's Bender.
Jesus.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not
Tighten up your defense on them, man.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
God damn, man.
First 3 points of the game.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication.
Oh my lord, we are just. Oh my lord. Now it's almost comical how bad we're doing right now.
And it's Green.
Time out. Time the fuck out. Holy shit. All right. Who can we just like throw in here? Can we throw some dudes in here? Like we need a whole new set of dudes. We need this. We need to get this under some control.
Guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at Orlando, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
B+. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
To make up.
Well, looking at Orlando,
Seen the round, but yes, I have seen the SNL skit.
themselves as one of the league's elite teams.
And, you know,
Yeah,
that's
basketball.
when you can do it over and over again, particularly when the expectations are high because the pressure's on, and all you can do is continue to work and compete and try to perform at the same level.
There you go. There you go.
Exactly what this team's doing.
Yeah, getting a basket under the hoop.
Guys back and forth.
Just need to get something in the paint. They just haven't been able to do that very well so far today in this game.
Fourth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Ah,
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really
cannot hold on to a ball to save our lives though.
They lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
He was in that skin, then years later in a sports show called Ted Lasso. I haven't seen that show. I don't know if it's any good.
January 25th, the Phoenix Suns go up against the Washington Wizards, live from United Center. You don't want to miss it.
I'm really glad to have learned about old TweetDeck today. I like having TweetDeck, and I hated the fact that they took it away, and I'm glad that old TweetDeck exists.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter.
Mostly because I like having my columns back, and I didn't want to pay money to have my TweetDeck.
Penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually
Jason Kidd looks ass. I mean, that Jason Kidd looks rookie. We're using like 96. What's TweetDeck? It's like oh my God, dude.
The Wizards will take it the other way.
There's a thing someone made a while ago that was like a website that attached to your Twitter, and then you were able to make columns.
There are a few key guys
Jason Kidd look black more than white. I mean, Jason Kidd is black.
They take advantage of their strengths by getting good looks from behind the arc.
Out to Wallace. Wide open. Rebounded by Hardaway.
There we go.
Strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's.
Jason Kidd IRL is white.
On the wing dish.
You'd be speaking out. You'd be speaking out against. You'd be speaking out against what the entire narrative has been this actual NBA Finals is the fact that both because Jason Kidd's is he the Mavericks coach or is he the Celtics coach? Is he one of the coaches?
He's guarded by Thomas.
Oh my God, dude!
He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Celtics coach? Okay, yeah, because that's been the whole. It's been the whole narrative when the finals first started. Is both? This is the first time in NBA history that both head coaches for the finals teams were black.
First one drops. The Magic making a switch.
That's been the entire narrative. They've ran with that. So, I don't know what percentage he is, but that's been what they've been rolling with. This is the first NBA Finals where both coaches of the finals teams were black.
Picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Brown is just in for Orlando.
Did I just hear fourth foul? I was just thinking about that. Is someone on our team already have 4 freaking fouls? Where's my fouls? No, okay. Oh, 4th foul for the team, I think. 1, 2, 3. I don't know exactly where that was at, but I'm not gonna worry about it. God damn it. His dad is black, but his mother is Irish Mary. Okay. Well, it's enough that they utilize it.
Almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Chauncey Billups has checked in for Washington. Tipped.
So yeah, he's half black. I forget what show it was that did that. It might have been a Family Guy skit or something where he said he was half black. He's like, now it'll be accepted by all people. Like the running joke is obviously that you won't at all.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that. And then
Now but I'd be accepted by everybody.
Billups against Hardaway. Shot clock at 5.
Oh. Don't you do it. I really was going to be upset if they somehow gave him that basket. Oh, dude.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The feed to Carroll.
Damn.
They're making some changes.
1 sec.
Cole is checked in, and Miller's subbed in for Hardaway. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Billups, here we go. Out to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock.
Okay, don't. All right, cool. Don't score on me just yet. I had to readjust a couple things.
He's a physical player, Kevin. He's got that strong frame and he uses it to full advantage.
Yeah, matching up with him, you better get ready for impact. High collision impact. His bruising style
All right.
not for the faint of heart.
First free throw is good. And the Wizards.
I hate the fact that we had such a great lead and then we just blew it.
Second free throw, no good.
God, I suck sometimes.
After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game.
Do it. Oh.
That's a game they'd really like to have.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
And the shooting
There we go.
is really what stands out to
Good.
me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding.
I think if I get this game done, I'm trying to think here. I might try to do some maximum football because I've been playing the beta a little bit. I think people have done their due. I think there's been a bunch of videos on it already, but I feel like I'm not gonna give you anything, new and insightful, but
Out to Miller.
might at least be worth showcasing.
To Corver.
Maximum Football doesn't. Yeah, Maximum Football. You know what? I'm semi-hyped
Orlando needs to get off his shot.
because
Right at the free throw line. Here's Scola.
hey, and one. Let's go.
And he's going to the line for one more.
College Football 25. I mean, I'd probably get both.
They'll always give you a battle on the end.
God only knows when Maximum Football actually drops after this, because they're probably going to do whatever for a few months before they actually do it. But gameplay, not really the best, but it's all right. It looks great. And the customization, I'm interested in the, because I'm interested in the customization aspect. So I'm interested in what they got with that. There seem to be a lot of different pieces of equipment and all that they've got. So I'm glad that they seem to at least kept that around.
And the Magic lead by 7.
Oh God! Oh,
Washington's gone 0-2 from deep.
I got something in my foot. I can't be messing around with my foot too much. I don't know what happened. Right around my ankle, I've got like a nerve that I think might have moved or something, or maybe it's just sensitive. It's not good.
Stolen by Weber. And now
I felt it where it's like if I bump into it, it's gonna just hurt my whole foot, and I don't like it. Double block. Let's go.
Corver is guarded by Billups. Miller kicks to Scola.
Can we hold on, please, to the...
Oh, and it looks
Ah.
it's going to be a goal.
Can we hold on, please, to the ball, though?
Get the basket.
23rd, yeah, I think you said he graduated high school. Series X pre-ordered, CF25, crazy story, interesting issue the guy at GameStop did.
Bender guarded by Weber.
An issue?
Out to Miller. Passes to Tinsley. It's good.
Hey,
Tinsley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to
yep,
set
I
up.
feel... Oh, I feel it. I feel that nerve.
Talk it over.
What have I done to myself? Why is that? Why is there a spot on my ankle that I specifically can't really touch because it'll just send searing pain down my whole foot? Guide the counter sold you Series X. Yep.
And a better chance to win when you knock them down.
Oh,
Wizards trail by 6. Dishes it to Weber.
ah,
And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Billups has got 3 assists tonight.
cancer arc started.
And Tinsley
It's gout.
dishes it to Scola.
I think gout mostly from like red beef though. I eat a lot of chicken.
Here's the rejection. Scola passes to Miller. Here's Tinsley. He's guarded by Stevenson. And a miss there on the triple.
Cancer. I got foot cancer.
Job of not fouling the shot.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
I'm very excited though. Paid off a not like a bill, but like a debt, like a loan thing that I had,
Scola kicks to Miller.
and I'll be using money that I have left over to be finally getting myself some sort of semi-new car.
Fires the 3.
It's definitely gonna be a used car because I'm not gonna spend a bunch of money on it.
The triple, his first basket of the game.
Right back at you.
Kind of went through the pre-order process, ringing up as a PS5 the Saturday after he had to call GameStop, fix it Xbox. Said the guy should have known it was for Xbox. He sold his Series X.
Brand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go into a GameStop anymore.
In the first quarter, he's come alive.
I don't go to a GameStop anymore because I've heard all the horror stories about the fact that like they're not really in the game. They're not really in the video game, console, and game selling business at this point. They're in the pre-order. They're in the pre-order and GameStop Pro or Pro or yeah, whatever their Pro membership is.
Happens with that Pistons game.
That seems to, from what I've heard from both customers and former employees, is that's pretty much what they've got. Is like
Outside Billups.
the perfect customer is one that buys used games, but also pre-orders a game and then also renews like a subscription to the pro rewards, whatever card that they sell. Yeah, white ass is going to come out of your... Ugh. No, I don't think it's actually gout. It's probably because I was walking around a fair bit of downtown, both before and after the show last night. That because like my leg's starting to feel a little bit better today, but I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, did I screw something up in my leg, or am I just like, do I just have muscle strain from the fact that I did a bunch of walking yesterday?
Brand's got his third rebound tonight. Kicks to Stevenson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot
Oh,
clock.
oh.
The offensive rebound. Outside Phillips. Back to Brand.
Yeah, it's probably just needing to actually utilize it. Need to just use my ankle for stuff. You know, walking, running, some form of actual physical activity would probably be best.
Tinsley dishes to Scola. Shot's good.
There you go.
Scola's got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
So the clock runs out with the score tie going into halftime. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now,
Brought to you by Sprint.
It's a lively Friday evening here at 2K Sports. Hopefully you're having a great time watching a little.
Man, that's what we're dealing. That's what we're dealing with now with the corporatization of a lot of stuff. Is you get a lot of those old football and basketball and baseball games that have like Pontiac highlights, and Pontiac's not a thing, and now Sprint's not a thing. I don't know if there's going to be a point where Old Spice isn't a thing, because I know Old Spice was, at least they still have Old Spice swagger, because I know that was big in like the early 2010s with Madden. My God, that LeBron James kid on the Bucks is really doing a number with him.
Look here at the other NBA action. Boston leading against the Rockets in Houston, on top by 5 in the third quarter. That'll be all for us here at the studios as we head back to the start of the third quarter with Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris. Thanks so much for joining me.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Can you imagine if that was like what actually happened in in basketball, where there wasn't no longer a thing where the Cavaliers were. It's like, no, the Cavaliers are actually a good organization, so they don't really need LeBron, so he's gonna have to end up going somewhere else. It's like, man, I want to play at home though for my hometown team. It's like, yeah, we would too, but we're like 25th. You're gonna go before that. You're gonna have to go to. You have to go to the Bucks or the Clippers.
The pass to Stevenson. Just 4 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Ah, what? What happened there?
He'll take it the other way.
LeBron, boy, where I begin. Oh no! Why am I getting?
13th in scoring.
What happened here? An announcement? One Sports Network's been redesigned. Okay, so nothing there.
Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number.
There's a whole
They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have
whole one extra post in the last 4 hours.
They make their rotations.
I think it's the quietest I've seen the Joshi channel.
Make steals and then get out in their transition game.
It really shows you the level of people and the night owls that there are, considering how much busier it tends to be at like 5 in the morning. The Joshi channel seems to be at 5 in the morning compared to, 8 p.m. or something.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch.
Oh, it's a Discord thing.
And Stevenson kicks to Robinson. Shoots from the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. Robinson's got 8 points.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on shot.
Up. I even had to show my friends the Carrara video because I was like, listen, I've had to see this thing like 8 times today because everyone's sharing it and cropping it. So you guys are going to have to, I had to show my own personal friends. I'm like, you guys have to see this too.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And we get a break in the action. Let's check out the leaders in steals. 5th, Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year. No doubt that's where he's done his best work.
He's not been a rock. He's been the rock.
The first one falls. Washington making some changes. Prezic is checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Robinson. And that one goes in.
Hey.
To the line that time. Wizards They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need
Oh, shit.
That is good.
heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Time call here. The Magic.
I don't know. Did they play an NBA Finals game today, or was that last night? I think that was last night, wasn't it? They probably play either tomorrow night or Saturday night. I'm hoping the Mavericks at least win one. Can we get? I'll take at least a gentleman's sweep. God damn, I don't want to see Luka just get completely swept in the finals.
Here's Pfizer.
Pfizer, what the fuck? They play tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping for a gentleman's sweep. I'd feel bad for Luka because I think he's... But yeah, it's been kind of the same like with the Nuggets. Like the Nuggets had a thing where it was like, you know, Jokic did well, but then the rest of the team just sort of stopped showing up. It's like they ran out of gas. It's like Jokic did what he needed to do, but the rest of the team just gassed out. And I think that's kind of what's happened to them. I don't know exactly. I heard that Kyrie hasn't been doing fantastic.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Outside Thomas. Nice ball movement by Washington. Offensive rebound. Prezic. Shot denied.
All right.
To the Wizards as Washington retains possession.
At least we had the block.
Making a switch here. Billups passes to Green. Thomas inside.
Hello? What are you trying to do over there?
By Green.
There you go.
And now a 3-point Magic lead.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Gets it to go.
Wow, how the fuck? Come on.
The Magic have gone 4 or 6 from the field since the start of the third. Miller kicks to Davis. Got a piece of 3 on 3. Pass to Billups for the 3. That's good.
Damn it.
Billups has got himself going there. His first point. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Boy, they're hounding, harassing.
Let's see. What can we do here? Barron, come on. There you go.
Turnovers as a result.
Oh, is that only a 2? Shit. Oh, well.
Pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
Has there been anything else kind of interesting? I guess that's been it. A lot of the college football stuff. Like I said, I feel like if I wanted to do I feel like I'd have to learn the modding for college hoops revamped because I know they've got some tutorials out there to change like logos and stuff like that, and so it doesn't seem too difficult. Question mark. But it would be something I'd have to actually go and learn if I wanted to do more creative stuff, because it looks like college football 25 will not be that if I want to do anything there.
Check out the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. For Orlando, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he makes the first. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Both free throws good for Miller.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable.
Contagious.
And everything goes in.
I don't think we've had more than like 3 or 4 free throws though, so I don't know how impressive that is. I don't know about that one. Can't challenge it, but like, just I guess.
You have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
I guess maybe once it goes off the backboard, it's considered on its way down. I guess.
Here's Davis, averaging 14 points a game.
I'll accept it, but I'm not happy about it.
Abdur-Rahim, Wallace covering. On the wing, Scott. Passes it to Hardaway.
There you go. There you go. God damn it.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet.
And then I think
Here's Robinson. Scola with the rebound.
I don't know if they're in game 3 or 4 for the Stanley Cup Finals. Are they on game 4? Is Florida potentially about to sweep them? I didn't really see exactly.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this.
Game 3, okay. But yeah, Florida's got a chance to sweep Edmonton. I saw that. That would be beautiful after all the because I saw a lot of people who were, I guess not a lot of people, but I saw people who were upset at the fact that they were assuming that the Oilers would be able to beat Vancouver in like 4 games, 5 games. A couple guys said 6. No one figured it'd go to 7. More people said 4 or 5 than even 6. And everyone said the Oilers, like all the experts that they talked to. And then Vancouver takes it to 7, so it would be kind of funny after all of that to just watch Florida dismantle them. And one.
And send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
How about the delivery in the lane, just perfectly done.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. The Wizards making a switch here. Wizards trail by 3.
So I was say game 3's it's been tonight, right? Like is that already done? I didn't know if it was in I guess if it was in Florida or Edmonton, it would have been Eastern time, I think.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Hardaway passes to Scola. Nesterovic is there. Scola.
Damn.
Wizards shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor.
Doing TEW right now. This makes me realize why I can't be a TEW streamer or streamer in general. I mean, I'm wondering exactly what you mean, but I'll tell you right now, I really had to teach myself to not just hour putting shit for a show. I mean, that's exactly why I'm in the point that I'm at where with my streaming where you see what I've already pre-booked because at least it helps me figure that stuff out already. You don't see the literal all day that I'm sitting here doing like figuring out that stuff. I still haven't booked shit, and I gotta get on that. I think in the next couple days because I don't have shit booked, and I've got so much. But yeah, that's why when I do my videos or my streams, what you're seeing is stuff that I've already pre-booked. And it makes for little fun, interesting stories about, stuff that I did previously and what happened in alternate universe. TEW.
The Wizards with the lead. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for Orlando. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you allow them to get
Is there something I can do about that little... Oh, it's still on the thing. Oh, I just kind of realized after all of this that that's like permanently on there. I don't think that's the monitor because it's picked up in the OBS. So that little line is actually, yeah, it's one part of the scoreboard. I'd have to look and see what's going on with that. Or I just figure out another scoreboard. Like I said, I was probably going to redo this anyway, so.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Kicks it to Robinson.
I partially considered, I don't know if I'd want to do a video about it. I mean, I feel like, obviously, if I was going to play TEW, considering what I usually do, I could probably make shorter form videos about it if I wanted to, and just do that instead of like actually streaming. But I had I had like a bit of a notion to like rebook. Well, I'd say probably one of the most played types of mods of TEW, and that's obviously WCW in 2001. Aren't you doing that? Or are you playing as a different... I think you're still playing in 2001, right? I don't know if you were doing WCW or not, specifically. I remember the Big Bang mod was something that I was thinking about, and I think someone converted that over a while back.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Pfizer. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact. Right.
I think I thought about that because I had gotten into a weird vortex of both. Oh, you're using "Here Comes the Money." Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because the two, it's not Big Bang, but it's what is it? Goodbye and Good Night. Is that the? I think there's like 3 different ones, isn't there? Like, because Goodbye and Good Night is not like the one that starts at the Big Bang, I believe. Here Comes the Money is one I literally learned about like today, and I don't know much about it. But I thought there was another one, like WCW Lives or something. That might be what ended up being Goodbye and Good Night, though. I can't keep all my alternate universe WCW mods. Are these all mods from the GDA? I don't know. I think it's all on. I think they're on the forums, but yeah. Yeah, I think Here Comes the Money is supposed to be like alternate WCW, like the Big Bang, except Shane actually legitimately owns the forums. I think so. But yeah, I think Here Comes the Money is supposed to be like alternate WCW, but Shane legitimately owns WCW, like as if Bischoff and Fusant ended up buying it. Like he just bought it legitimately and ran it as a separate company. I think that's what Here Comes the Money is.
His shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy
that might be interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to see like what the contracts and stuff look like, because I don't know if that one has the, because I know the I think it was the WCW Lives or the Goodbye and Good Night you were still saddled with like a lot of the really bad contracts. So that was something you had to deal with, was being saddled with a lot of those WCW contracts you couldn't really exactly easily get out of.
Phillips from outside hits the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 4.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders.
Whisper. I think actually he could just post it straight up in the chat. Considering he's a mod, I think he just straight up post the link, because I don't think I've downloaded it yet. I need to do that too. Damn it. I think I got like like I said, I got into a vortex of like 2001, 2000 era like wrestling stuff. Most specifically, Mike Awesome. I started getting into like some of the matches that he was, because I've obviously watched a lot of these Mike Awesome matches already.
So they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Robinson's checked in for Thomas.
What is the Big Bang? Well, billions of years ago when the universe was all hot gas. No. Big Bang was supposed to be the pay-per-view that WCW came back from.
Just trying to showcase his range, but he could
I don't. Yeah, the mod. I don't. Once again, I might be mistaken on the Big Bang mod. Might be what Goodbye and Goodnight became, or what became Goodbye and Goodnight.
Again with the bucket. Orlando's gotten off an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hardaway dishes to Scola. He's against Weber.
I think it's all on the floor. Ah, damn it! All right.
a little earlier than he would have liked.
Let's see what we can do here.
Here's Abdul Rahim.
They need to take it one possession.
Man, we need to get these dudes out. We need to get these guys out, man.
Get the three, take it with confidence.
Let's get Hoiberg in there too. We need to get these dudes out.
And it's Stevenson missing.
All right.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk.
Pay-per-view thing again. Well, the Big Bang was what WCW. That was eventually what was supposed to happen. They ran commercials for something called WCW The Big Bang. So they were supposed to close WCW for a couple months, and then in like May or something, they would come back with a pay-per-view called The Big Bang. This is originally Eric Bischoff's vision for what WCW was going to be, and basically reboot WCW. And that was going to be the first bit. Like, I know they did I'm pretty sure you can go look at the little pay-per-view poster that they made. It wasn't much of anything, but I know it was real, and I can't remember if they did a commercial for it or not.
He kicks to Brown. Working on Brand. To halt the run. And
Ah.
Brown missing.
Why did Time Warner shut it? They didn't want wrestling. The guys in charge didn't want wrestling. That's basically what it came down to. You can blame specific people, and I know people do blame specific people, but yeah, it's basically one of the higher up Time Warner executives just didn't want wrestling on their networks.
7 points here in this quarter.
And I think funny thing is, I think within a couple years after all of this, he was gone from Time Warner anyway, so.
Leads him in there. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
We're about to lose this one too. We've been doing so good,
And he's knocked down a pair of three.
but we've been losing it here in the fourth quarter, man.
About setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open
We can
look.
still come back, but we're gonna have to really get our shit together here. We're gonna be down 12 here.
Both shots good from the strike.
We can do this, but we gotta lock the fuck in. We have to lock in.
The Magic trail by 12. Scott the pass to Tinsley. Back to Scott.
There you go. There you go.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Fantastic.
All right.
pass. He turned that one into a
Now we need defense.
basket for his teammate.
Back to Robinson.
We need guys on dudes.
Ball movement by Washington. And the shot.
Ah. The problem is we can't freaking stop them. Stop lollygagging with the ball. Go!
This one. Tinsley dishes to Brown. The feed to Tinsley. He passes to Scott. That one
There you go.
Tinsley's feed. Tinsley's got 3 assists.
Can't find Goodbye and Good. They might not have converted it over to 2020. It might have stayed over on 2016.
Time called here. The Wizards.
It's always a possibility. Here Comes the Money might be the one to get.
Wizards leading by 8. Now here's Phillips.
I haven't looked at that one though.
And that basket's going to
Ah.
gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And Tinsley kicks to Brown. From inside.
Jesus! Jesus!
Now the Wizards take it the other way.
No calls, swallowing the whistle. It's over. We done. We done.
Really gritty performance.
We cannot we cannot buy a basket. We can't hold on to the ball to save our lives.
Heated when you do that work inside. 3 can consecutive
All right, all right,
right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and
all
tightening.
right.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Yeah, why not?
The pass to Tinsley. Fires the three. And good on the basket. Book it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Right there.
We cannot stop them for anything.
Phillips kicks to Robinson.
We can't stop them for anything. Just foul them. Just foul them if need be. Swipe it. Swipe with all you got.
And out of bounds is the Magic.
There you go. We got him to touch it on the way out.
The Magic trail by 9.
All right, what do you got? What do you got?
For 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I'm not sure who was supposed to
Wrestling Manager 2025.
careful from the coach.
Is it? I have no idea.
That wide open.
Nope.
Stevenson with it.
Up.
Guarded by Hardaway.
Do something. Yeah, make him do something. I don't care what, but make him at least take some shots.
7-point lead. And he cannot.
Hey, there you go.
Second, that misses.
I'm sure he would have liked to have had all of those, but he still padded their lead a little bit at least.
Here's Abdul Rahim. Yes. Now they trail.
We're trying. We're trying.
Defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
And that hurts.
Oh, my God.
First one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Are they trying to bring us back? Are they trying to help us come back here?
He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Davis, the pass to Hardaway.
Get a rebound. Try it again.
Let's loose for 3.
Oh, my God. Double A pluses. We still couldn't get it. Game, I hate you. You suck. Why are you doing this to me? Come on, man. Double A pluses. You suck.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Ugh.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there, and that brings their lead up.
Man, I don't care anymore. We're Dunsky.
Going with a whole new group here. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Abdul Rahim.
Bruh.
And here is Scola. Back to Davis. The tray.
Bruh.
Reverses.
Bruh.
It's good.
Why?
They just couldn't react in time.
Bruh. Come on, man. Come on. What was that?
Pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Ugh.
Really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
God damn it. Why is TWDB so dead? I don't know. I think everyone mostly just moved back over to the forums if they were doing anything. If they were doing modding or any discussions, or I think because there wasn't hardly discussions or stuff like that, I think they all mostly just moved back over to the forums. Ugh. Disappointing. Just a bit disappointing. All right. Well, that's the first time we've had 2 straight losses, I think. Oh, we did it a couple times in November, early. That is our 10th official loss of the season. We'll skip past Houston, hopefully. All right. We're getting a win back. We got a win back, but now we got to go face Detroit. So we got Detroit and Utah in front of us after all this. Save it. Hopefully this saved properly this time. I swear I'd saved it last time. Maybe I screwed something up or I didn't hit the right button. That's always a possibility. Oh well. Either way, I'm trying to do something as I'm doing that. I'm trying to open something, but I'm trying to be not an animal about it and just rip something open. All right. But I don't have a choice. It didn't want to give. All right. This is mod side of the blue. I do not know. I probably need to pay more attention to stuff like that. I mostly just get RWC or some of the other stuff that they do now. And work with that. I'm going to save it again just to be safe. All right. So I think I still have a little bit of time. I think I'll probably play a game or so of I'll probably play a game or so of Maximum Football just to get something out there with that, because I played a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of annoyances in the game though, so we'll see. But yeah, so on stream I'll do that. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.